Guru, Vai, 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 Guru. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. We are fortunate that we are learning from Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Gurbani Guru, about listening. ਅਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਪੌੜੀ ਤੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, we are ਸੁਣਿਆਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਪੌੜੀਆਂ. Yesterday we covered 2 ਪੌੜੀਆਂ with ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ Ji's ਕਿਰਪਾ, and now with ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ Ji's ਕਿਰਪਾ we will go to the next level so that we can learn more. ਵੇਖੋ ਕੱਲ ਵੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਸੇਵਾ ਲਿੱਤੀ ਸੀ ਜਦੋਂ. Listening is very important, right? ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ in our daily life also, when we are in any friendship or relationship with the husband and wife, father, mother, and or parents and the kids, whichever relationship we are in, very important part of that relationship is listening. These days we try to speak over each other. In Kali Yuga, we try to speak over each other. We don't listen. ਇਸ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਸੁਣਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ, right? If we'll start listening, our life will change. Life will totally change. Because what happens? Somebody saying something and we want to speak. There's something in our mind, something in our head, and we want to just speak. We want to say our thing. But if you have understood Maya properly, think about it. What kind of a thoughts we are taking? What do we want to speak? Because when we speak over each other, we want to put our point across, but we don't want to listen to other person. And trust me, listening to each other will totally change our life. Totally. You will have a respect for even if the other person is angry, when you will listen to them, he will feel or she will feel better. They will feel like that he or she has a respect for me. Because when we don't listen to each other, that means that we don't respect others. So that's why listening is very important. And on the other side, if somebody is speaking over us, ਇੱਕ ਦੂਜੇ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਬੋਲੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ, ਉਹਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਖਤਮ ਹੋਈ, and ਅਸੀਂ we try to make our point across, it's very difficult. You will not be able to put your point across because the other person will not listen to you, because we are not listening to that person. ਇਹ ਤੇ ਹੋ ਗਈ ਦ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਟਮਾਨ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ. In Gurmat world, in spiritual world, listening is again very, very important. Why? Because if we will not listen to Gurbani, if we will not listen to Kirtan, if we will not listen to Simran, what good it is? There is no benefit, right? ਫਿਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੋਤਾ ਰੱਟ, ਮਨ ਸਾਡਾ ਕਿਤੇ ਹੋਰ, our mind is somewhere else, ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੱਸਦੇ ਆ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ that we are reading to the Gurbani, we're listening to the Gurbani, but mind is running somewhere else. That's why I said initially, Maya, to understand Trigun Maya, it is very important. It is not just one thing. India ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਚ ਚਲੇ ਜਾਓ, ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛੋ ਮਾਇਆ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, and he's gonna or she's gonna think mostly about the money, because money is also called Maya, and it is a Maya, no doubt about it. But that's just one kind of Maya. We have to understand, we have to listen. Tragun Maya. Because when we will understand the Tragun Maya, and when we want to speak over other person, it will tell us which quality you are in, which Tragun Maya you are in. Are you in Rajogun? Are you in Tamogun? Or are you in Sattogun? Person whose mind will be sitting in Sattogun, which is Jat, Sat, Santok, Taram, Chanshilta, hopes, desires, honesty. So if somebody's mind is like that, he will be Dyavan. He will be compassionate. She will be compassionate, right? If somebody will be in the state of Sattogun. But Sattogun is also becomes Tamogun when we start having a hankar. We can only be in Sattogun when we will listen to the Naam. Till the time we will not listen to the Naam, our mind will not go in Sattogun. Jayega and Sanuhankar aa jayega. Maharaj will do the Kirpa, but we will get, will feel ego, Hankar, proud, false pride. And we'll say, oh, see, I do this thing, the other person doesn't do it. I wake up at Amrit Vela. I do a lot of donations and Dhan Pun. The other person doesn't do it. So you started the things with a good thing, but so that's why everything will start in Sattogun, right? But how you reach to Sattogun? When we will listen to the Naam. Maharaj says in Gurbani, Sant ka marag dharam ki paudi ko vad bhagi paye. That marag is of saints. That marag is of saints to be in Sattogun. But we cannot remain in Sattogun till the time we will listen. That's why if we will learn how to listen, rest is very, very easy. Rest is very full of kirpa. Then once we'll start listening, okay, my Guruji's voice is coming in our ears. Sanu Maharaj de mukh di awaaz sunai de rahi hai. But when we are not listening to Maharaj's voice, then what it is? It's also disrespectful. Just like if parents are saying something and kids are not listening, it's disrespectful for parents. But we don't realize this, right? Because in today's day and age, everything is about, I want to say something. I want to speak something. I am right. That mentality has totally changed our life. So that's why we need to start learning from Guru Sahib that how can we listen and what will happen. What will happen when we listen? If people were not present here and they've not heard the yesterday's lecture, please do hear. That's why I am talking about little bit whatever we discussed yesterday. Now today we are on, I think 10th podi it is. Let's read. Sunya Sat Santokh Gyan. What happens when we will listen to the Naam? ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਨਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਾਂਗੇ, ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਾਂਗੇ, ਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਸਾਡੇ ਅੰਦਰ in our mind sat, santokh and gyan will be pragat. There are three different things. What is sat? Sach, what is it? Can anybody tell me? From the kids especially? If no kids, then adults. ਸੁਣਿਆ ਸਤ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਗਿਆਨ, ਤਿੰਨੋਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ। ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਨਾਲ, you know these things. What is sat or sach? Anybody? So there are three. Hanji, go ahead.
Is it such as in like truth?
Yes. What is truth? You're very close.
Vaiguruji, pureness.
Sorry, can you say that again, Vaiguru?
Vaiguruji is truth. Pureness.
Vaiguruji is Sat. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ's ਨਾਮ is ਸਤ। So for example, ਜਦੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਆ ਨਾ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ, ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਨਾਮ, the ਨਾਮ is such। ਫਿਰ ਬਾਅਦ ਚੋਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਪੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਆ, then we read in the slok, ਆਦ ਸੱਚ, ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸੱਚ, happy ਸੱਚ, ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਪੀ ਸੱਚ। And what does that mean? That means Sat is Vaheguru, Sach is Vaheguru. He was there before the creation. He was there in all the jugs. He is there today and he will be there tomorrow also, all the time. Will not be there, as in our physical body will not be there, but he as in Vaheguru will be always present. So when Maharaj says Sudya Sat Santokh Gyan, what does that mean? That Sat will come in our heart. The Sat Naam will come in our heart. Vaiguruji will come in our heart, in our mind. Santokh, what is Santokh? Santokh is satisfaction. Then we will not need anything else. It will be so, just like you said, pure. It will be such a pure feeling that we will be satisfied. Santokh aa jayega. Will not demand anything. That means there will be no Rajogun left. There will be no Tamogun left. Will be always Satyoguni, but through Naam. And then last one is Gyan. What is Gyan? Gyan is wisdom, the knowledge. Which Gyan? Not the worldly Gyan, but Brahm Gyan, the knowledge of Vaiguru Sache Pasha. Sunye Sat Santokh Gyan. So when we will do any donations also, right? When we will give money to homeless people or something, then also we will have a feeling of that why Guruji is giving it. I am nothing. There will be no I left. It's all why Guruji. Santokh which we will be satisfied, because when we will have a naam in our heart, then we are satisfied. Then we'll not look for other things. So from our ears, we have to listen to the Naam so that Sat, Santokh and Gyan can come in our heart. But that is the only way. Till the time that Naam will not listen, the Sat, Santokh and Gyan will not come. Sune At Sat ka Ashnan. What is At Sat? At is 8. Sat is 60, meaning 68. At Sat ka Ashnan. So, in Hinduism, they believe that if you will go to 68 pilgrimages, they have total 68 pilgrimages, ਤੀਰਥ ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ, and ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਅਗਰ ਇਸ਼ਨਾਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਆਪਾਂ, ਇਸ਼ਨਾਨ as in if we take a bath in those rivers or sarovars, right? Then what will happen? They believe that they will become pavitr, pure, clean. Not just their mind, the body gets clean. They believe that their mind can also get clean. All the sins will go away. Maharaj says, taking a bath may or may not clean your mind, but when we will listen to the Naam, it will be whatever you think will happen, which will actually happen when you will listen to the Naam. All your sins will go away. That's how much listening is important. सुनना बहुत मुश्किल भी है आज ਦੀ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, because we are full of Trigun Maya. We're full of Panjadut. Kal has controlled our mind. When Kal has controlled our mind, we will speak, but not listen. You guys can do your own practical and check this. When you will record your own voice, most of the people, I'm not saying all, most of the people will not be able to recognize their own voice. ਆਪਣੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਛਾਣ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ। We can't even recognize our own voice because ਸਾਨੂੰ ਆਦਤ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। We don't have an habit to listen to our own voice. Some people who have a habit of using, slurs or bad words or abuses and all, when they will start listening to their own voice, probably they will stop calling somebody bad. This is how important is listening. But Maharaj is saying you can only and only start cleaning your mind when you will listen to Vaheguruji's voice. First, our own voice, and then Vaheguruji's voice. ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਬਾਣੀ ਪੜ੍ਹਨੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਵੀ ਇਹੀ ਜੁਗਤੀ ਹੈ, ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਵੀ ਇਹੀ ਜੁਗਤੀ ਹੈ, ਜਦੋਂ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਵੀ ਇਹੀ ਜੁਗਤੀ ਹੈ. There is a famous quote, tuk, which a lot of people use, especially Kirtani Singhs. They say, Kal Yug mein Kirtan Pradhana. And they finish it here. What is the next line? Can anybody tell me?
Gurmukh japiye laye dhyana.
Very good. Gurmukh japiye laye dhyana. ਧੁਨ ਮੇ ਧਿਆਨ, ਧਿਆਨ ਮੇ ਜਾਣਿਆ, ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਅਕਤ ਕਹਾਣੀ. Everything is about listening. ਸੁਣਨ ਦਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵੱਲ ਅਗਰ ਆ ਗਿਆ, ਕਿਰਪਾ ਹੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ. ਬਾਣੀ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਨਾ, ਕੀਰਤਨ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਨਾ, ਜਪਨ ਜੋ ਜਪਦੇ ਆ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਗੁਰਮੰਤਰ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਨਾ. And when we will start listening to all these things, our mind will go in sahaj and we will start listening to Vaheguruji's own voice. ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਨਾ, and then with Vaheguruji's kripa, Vaheguruji will make us listen. We will not listen. We can't listen if Vaheguruji doesn't want us to listen his voice. It's a great, great kripa. And when you will listen to that, if you are not listening right now, Vaheguruji's voice, when you start listening, you will feel like that you are listening from your childhood. ਜਦੋਂ ਛੋਟੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੁਣ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ. Why? Because Vaheguruji is within us from our childhood. When we were in mother's womb also, our mother was also listening. When we are in the mother's womb, then also we are listening. But as soon as we come out of mother's womb, we start forgetting things because our ਧਿਆਨ starts going in this physical world, ਦ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਟਮਾਨ world ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ. ਸੋ ਸਾਡਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਹੈ, it goes away and we have to bring that ਧਿਆਨ. Next line. ਸੁਣਿਆ ਪੜ ਪਾਵੇ ਮਾਨ. And then when you will listen, you will get a credit, you will have that honor for a person who is learned person. Because ਉੱਤੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੀ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ? ਸੁਣਿਆ ਸਤ ਸੰਤੋਖ ਗਿਆਨ. Without reading, by just listening, you get all the wisdom. ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਪੜ ਕੇ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਆ, ਉਹ that is only in this drishtman world. But with listening, we'll get a Brahm Gyan and the honor will be there. You will be respected here in this world as well as in the next world. That kind of an honor you will get. ਸੁਣਿਆ ਲਾਗੈ ਸਹਿਜ ਧਿਆਨ. ਸਹਿਜ ਧੁਨ. Here Maharaj is saying ਸੁਣਿਆ ਲਾਗੈ ਸਹਿਜ ਧਿਆਨ. When sehaj tun becomes pragat, remember we talked about Panch Shabad, Anhad, Sehaj tun, Anhad Bani and Tur, right? Sometimes we commonly say this Anhad Shabad, all these words we use, right? Because Gurbani talks about that. But very specifically, Maharaj has told us, Tera mukh suhava jiyo Sahaj Tun Bani. Why it is called Sahaj Tun? Because the moment you will listen to the Sahaj Tun, mind will go in Sahaj. The moment you will put a focus, dhyan, in the Sahaj Tun, the mind will go in Sahaj. That's what Maharaj is telling us. Suniye lagay Sahaj dhyan. ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਦੋਂ ਧਿਆਨ ਲਾਵਾਂਗੇ, mind will go in soon automatically. When you have let that one big sound going behind you all the time. You know, when we have to search something, again, वैसे वो भी तुक आएगी, but still, when we have to search something and it is pitch black, dark, raat, that time it's totally darkness, or just a darkness in the dark room is there, and you want to search something, right? Let's say if it is a clock or a watch which has a tick, 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 tick sound, how you will search? You will follow that tick, tick sound of the clock or a watch or whatever, right? Because you can't see it in the darkness. Similarly, we have so much darkness inside. Most of us, when we'll close our eyes, it will be dark. Now, how can we search Vaheguruji in this darkness? First gift Maharaj do give is this sound. Either Panchabad starts with Panchabad and then slowly and slowly becomes a Sahaj Tun, so that we can search Vaheguru. But we can only search him. It's a game, right? This is a game. Maharaj is inside us. We know the locations also, but to search him, we have to listen, listen, listen. Sunna. Sun sun naam tumhara pritam prabh pekhan ka chao. When we listen to it, when we go close and close, close and close, no other furnas are there, totally in sun, then Maharaj will reveal himself. Nanak Bhagata Sada Vigas Sunaya Dukh Bhakanas. And when we'll do this, we will be always in Vigas, always in happiness. Always in happiness when we listen this. Always in bliss. Nanak Bhagata Sada Vigas Sunaya Dukh Paap Ka Nas. All our pains, all our sins will be eliminated, will go away by just listening to the Sahaj Tun, by listening to the Naam. Sunaya, next body. Sunaya, Sara Guna Ke Ga. Gun. What is Gun? Gun is quality. And we are not just talking about the worldly qualities. We are talking about qualities of Vaheguru, the wisdom of Vaheguru, the gyan of Vaheguru. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗਾਓਗੇ ਨਾ ਤੇ ਸੁਣੋਗੇ, you will get all the qualities. Vaheguru, Vaheguru, even by listening to the kirtan of Gurbani Guru, listening to the Naam. Sara, what is Sara? Sara is the ocean of qualities. Sara Guna is ocean of qualities. All the qualities, the full ocean of qualities will get. Whose qualities are these? Vaheguruji's quality. पढ़ते हैं ना सी, हर जन ऐसा चाहिए जैसा हर ही होए. Slowly, slowly, when we'll start listening, we'll not only get a Brahm Gyan, we will also start getting blessed with the qualities of Vaheguru. What are the qualities? Nirpao, Nirvair, Akal Murat, Ajuni, Sapank. Only love will be left. There will be no fear, no hate, right? Only and only love. Because ਮਾਲਕ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਪਿਆਰ ਦੇ ਦਾਤੇ ਆ, ਪਿਆਰ ਨਾਲ ਭਰੇ ਹੋਏ ਆ। ਸੁਣਿਆ ਸ਼ੇਖ, ਪੀਰ, ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ। ਸੁਣਿਆ ਸਰਾਂ ਗੁਣਾ ਕੇ ਗਾ, ਸੁਣਿਆ ਸ਼ੇਖ, ਪੀਰ, ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ। By listening to the naam, we will become like sheikhs, like peer, like patsha. Basically, the qualities which which these people have, as in the peers, patsha, as in the kings of kings, and the sheikh, right? All these qualities will come to us. Sheikh and peer are normally used, these are the words used for the saints in Islam. And Patsha, right? Suniye, Haath Huve, Asga. What is Asga? Again, the deep ocean is called Asga. It will be like we have in our hands all the knowledge of the oceans, deep oceans, because this knowledge, this Brahm Gyan is like a deep ocean, and it will be in our hands with Vaheguruji's Kirpa. When we will start listening to the Naam, we will start knowing the path. Remember, listening when when we are in the dark room, when we are listening, we can reach to that thing which is creating that sound. Here in Anhad Shabad, Anhad Bani, Saj Tun, if we listen to that, we will reach to the source, as in Vaheguru, by listening. Doesn't matter how, difficult it is, how deep it is, how full of knowledge it is. But my Vaheguruji Guru Nanak Dev Ji is telling us the technique. We are so little, minute, right? But by listening, we can go and merge into him, just like we can go in the deep ocean. It's difficult to go deep in the ocean, right? Nanak Bhagta Sada Vigas Sunaya Dukh Paap Ka Nas. Basically, all the dukhs will go away, all the pain will go away, and we'll be in vigas, in a bliss, in a happiness. That is the beauty. That is the beauty of listening to the Naam. Aao ji, aapa bhi koshish kariye. First, what we have to do? Okay, there is a question. Let's take that question first. Vaheguruji, can you please explain Suniye and Sunaya? Okay, let me give you the accurate answer. I don't think so. Suniya is used. Sunaya hi hai kya? But let me check. Is there any line? I'm probably missed it, Panji. Is there any line where Suniya is, or you're just asking?
Just asking. I did see in Japji Sahib there at the beginning this do the Vihari, and then later on it's the Sihari.
Yeah, it's all Sihari.
Okay.
And on the first line, let's go there. Let's go there. Sunaya. Somebody can point me out to the line, because the normally, Penji, just like we talked about, whenever we have a Sihari, right? Mostly it is telling us through listening, right? But if you can point me out to the exact line, then we can do a better justice.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the Gurkha Sahib. It says Gaviye Suniye with the Vihari.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So here, that's actually, you pointed out a very good thing, because this is a grammar, right? Grammar of Gurbani. Gurbani grammar, mostly whenever you have a sihari in that, it points out to be that through something is happening, right? Every word, for example, let's take guru, right? You will have guru with sihari, or let's make it more easier. We have Nanak, let's say word. Nanak will come with sihari also. Nanak will come as mukta also. Mukta as in no, nothing, like no sihari, bihari or anything. And Nanak will come with onkad also. When Nanak comes with sihari, that means through Nanak this is happening. Through Nanak. When Nanak comes as an onkad, that means Guru Nanak Dev Ji is saying that. With onkad, that was singular and a noun. Basically, Guru Nanak Dev Ji himself is speaking that. Or it is about Guru Nanak Dev Ji. When Nanak comes in mukta, that means it is a stamp. As in when Guru Angad Dev Ji is writing something, he's putting a stamp because it's a Nanak's jyot. It's a stamp of Nanak, right? Guru Amar Das Ji is writing, when he's talking about, like when he's writing something, he's putting a stamp of Nanak. That's why we say Nanak's jyot is there in everybody, in all the Gurus. Similarly, for Suniya, there is the rule where Ada, and normally when I'm talking about this rule of Siyari, normally it is with the, what you call the last letter. But when we write Suniya, in this case, it is not, the principles of grammar doesn't allow that Siyari to be before Ada because it cannot be pronunciated. So that's why Sun, it's expansion of Sun, Suniya. So that means through Naam. What is through Sunna? Naam nu sun ke, Sunaya tart taval akash, Sunaya deep lo patal. We get a Gyan of deep lo patal. We get a Gyan of tarat taval akash. Everything in the Sunaya Paudia is always with the Sihari. Now let's go to Suniya. Ode vich ki hai? Normally the tuk which there are many, but the tuk which you mentioned, gavi hai, suniye, man rakhiye pao. Here it is Bihari, suniye. Asi jehdi kise cheez nu sunna veh. So difference in Punjabi, because I have to speak in Punjabi for this. एक चीज है ਆਪਾਂ सुननी है, एक चीज है सुन के की होएगा. That's a difference. You got it, Penji?
हाँ जी, thank you, वाहिगुरु जी.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी. एक चीज सुन के की होएगा, एक चीज ਆਪਾਂ ਸੁਣਨੀ ਹੈ. ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਗਾਵੀਏ, ਸੁਣੀਏ, we have to listen. That's a Maharaj is giving us a hukum. ਗਾਵੀਏ, ਸੁਣੀਏ, ਮਨ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਪਾਓ. And when we read Gurbani, we should read it like that. That Guru Nanak Dev Ji is sitting in front of us and he's telling us, ਗਾਓ ਪੁੱਤ, ਸੁਣੋ, ਗਾਵੀਏ, ਸੁਣੀਏ, ਮਨ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਪਾਓ. Guru Nanak Dev Ji said, ਪੁੱਤ ਗਾਓ, ਸੁਣੋ, ਮਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਿਆਰ ਰੱਖ ਕੇ. ਫਿਰ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਜਦੋਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੁਝ ਹੋਰ ਸਮਝਾ ਰਿਹਾ, ਸੁਣਿਆ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅਗਰ ਤੂੰ ਸੁਣੇਗਾ ਨਾਮ ਨੂੰ, ਫਿਰ ਕੀ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ. That's all about ਸੁਣਿਆ ਦੀਆਂ ਪੌੜੀਆਂ. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ. Anybody has any question, concerns? Ask these questions. These are very good questions. It helps me also. Okay, ਆਓ ਜੀ, ਆਪਾਂ ਵੀ ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਗਾਉਣਾ ਵੈ ਤੇ ਸੁਣਨਾ. We also have to, first we have to listen to the Gurmantar, then we have to listen to the Naam. Kidda gauna hai? We have to say Wah, listen, Guru, listen. And third point is in front of your nose tip. Put your eyes in front of the nose tip, and nose tip goes away. Close your eyes, say Wah, listen, Guru, listen. Aao ji, shuru kariye. Wah, Guru, 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 Guru, Wah, 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 Guru, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 Vaheguru, 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 Guru, Vaheguru, 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 Guru Va 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 Guru ਮੱਥੇ ਦੇ ਸਾਹਮਣੇ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖ ਲਓ ਜੀ put your focus in the front of your forehead and you have to do antargat simran Va Guru Va Guru Va Guru Va Guru Va Guru Va ਧਿਆਨ ਉੱਪਰ ਰੱਖੋ ਜਪਣਾ ਬੰਦ ਕਰ ਦਿਓ ਉੱਥੇ ਸਿਰਫ ਅਸੀਂ ਬੈਠਣਾ ਸਵਾਸਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਰੋਕ ਕੇ stop our breathing sit there whenever the furna comes stop your breathing for a few seconds Keep on sitting in front of your forehead. ਉੱਥੇ ਬੈਠ ਕੇ ਅਗਰ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਸੁਣਦਾ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਣੋ। ਲਿਸਨ ਟੂ ਦ ਸ਼ਬਦ। ਦ ਅਨਹਦ ਬਾਣੀ, ਦ ਸਹਿਜ ਧੁਨ। ਸੁਣਿਆ ਦੁੱਖ ਪਾਪ ਕਾ ਨਾਸ। ਫੋਲੋ ਦ ਸ਼ਬਦ। ਜਿੱਥੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਉੱਥੇ ਜਾਈ ਜਾਓ। ਉੱਪਰ ਹੋਰ ਉੱਪਰ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਹੋਰ ਉੱਪਰ ਜਾਓ। ਜੂੜੇ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਹਮ ਅਵਗੁਣ ਪਰੇ, ਏਕ ਗੁਣ ਨਾਹੀ। ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਛਾੜ ਬਿਖੈ ਬਿਖ ਖਾਈ। ਮਾਇਆ ਮੋਹ ਭਰਮ ਪੈ ਭੂਲੈ। ਸੁਤ ਦਾਰਾ ਸਿਉ ਪ੍ਰੀਤ ਲਗਾਈ। ਇੱਕ ਉੱਤਮ ਪੰਥ ਸੁਣਿਓ ਗੁਰ ਸੰਗਤ। ਤੈ ਮਿਲੰਤ ਜਮ ਤਰਾਸ ਮਿਟਾਈ। ਇੱਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ। ਗੁਰੂ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ। ਇੱਕ ਅਰਦਾਸ ਪਾਠ ਕੀਰਤ ਕੀ। ਗੁਰੂ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਰਾਖੋ ਸ਼ਰਨਾਈ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਚੁੱਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਖਿਮਾ ਜੀ। We'll meet tomorrow.